Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy fall. It definitely feels like fall today here. It's yesterday was really nice. It was in the 60s and today it dropped even more. I apologize if I'm really quiet right now. Matt is sleeping in the other room. He's been working nights, so he should be waking up pretty soon. However, he is still sleeping. So, yeah. What is everybody working on today? Um, yeah, I'm really tired. It's really gloomy here and it's kind of throwing me off, but I have my coffee, even though I heated it up. It's a little hot. Um, and it says, "Boo, you Horcrux." Um, I got this from Embellish Education when she did a drop, and since it was Mean Girls Day this week, I thought it was fitting, and I just finished this past week re-listening to, like, all the Harry Potter audiobooks, so I thought it was the perfect mug for today, but it's still really hot. Whoops. Hey, Melissa, good morning. Yes, I'm so glad you're here today too. Hey, Missy, thanks for joining. Hi, Jess. Once I'm done getting ready, I'll be grabbing coffee, then working on hubby teas. Oh, hubby teas. Working on hubby teas. So I actually just got my gang sheet in for my gang sheet. I got 4 gang sheets because I'm working on a big order that's for one of Matt's coworkers, and I got them in today. And this is the first time I've ever ordered gang sheets, and I'm so excited. And I'll be working on that this weekend too. Hey, Katie. Um, I love your mug. Thanks. I know I love it too. And it's glittery and all the things. Originally, I bought it from Matt, which I was like, I know it's glittery, but he loves Harry Potter. And that was all she had at the time. And then she came out with another set that wasn't like they had like the colored handles instead. So I'm like, okay, I'll buy him this one instead. And then I took this one. Finishing up orders and soccer games. Well, and you gotta watch football today. Michigan State is not playing today, so I won't be sad. Hey, Kendall. I am watching one of the boys I take care of until next Saturday by myself. So we're hanging out right now, and I'm hoping to read a bit of Queen of Shadows today. Yeah, so I am still reading the September House. I was so bummed because Kendall had her first Patreon book club discussion, and it's the book that I'm still reading. I have just had a last couple of weeks a rough time and have not been able to read. So I was bummed I didn't get to read it, but I'm loving this book so far. It is so quirky and different. And so I'm loving it, and I'll just have to rewatch or, you know, just be on it next time. I'll be designing today. Fun. Yeah, I actually brought my iPad down here cuz I don't know, I've been feeling like drawing lately and designing and I love it. I can't wait to see what you do, Jess, cuz your designs are just epic. Yeah, thanks so many people. Oh, you're fine, Missy. Yes, in the Buckeye games. I'm happy for you. Uh, but yeah, so I'm gonna read for a little bit. My room is very messy, very, very messy, and I need to clean it up. So I might do that next sprint, but I really want to just read, um, and draw and be comfy. It is cold, and I'm having a hard time warming up today. I had my heating pad on, like, I'm in sweats and got my, like, socks on, and I cannot get warm. Plus, when I'm doing sprints, I don't like to have my heater on in my room, which, as a true Midwesterner, we refuse to turn on our heat until November, and the fact that it's, like, 50 out right now, which I know isn't horrible, but it was high 80s last week. It's just been a shock to our system. So it's been a lot. So I just wanna be comfy and read a little bit, but then I might, like, draw on my iPad. I don't know. Lots of designing going on. Yeah, I have been in a designing mood too, especially now that I got these gang sheets and doing that kind of stuff. And I got some of my new logo for Willow Star Market, and I've just been wanting to, design more and make stuff. And I feel like it's so easy to be able to design and see your designs come to life now. I'm finishing up my workout, but after I'll be reading The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. I am so excited. That is what I want to read next. If I'm supposed to be buddy reading A Court of Frost and Starlight soon, and I really want to read that, but like I got The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic from my book of the month, and I really want to read that next really, really bad. But that's great that you're already working out. I'm doing a quick clean reset of my house during the first sprint. Yes, I know that's how I feel. I should continue to clean, but I'm letting myself I think Sundays are going to be like my off social media, clean and just do what I want day. Like I really need to just not have myself work on so much stuff to all the time. I need to have better work boundaries. It's just hard when I have so much going on right now. It's supposed to be 80 here today in Seattle, which is unheard of this time of year. I was about to say that sounds very warm. It's like it rained yesterday and it completely changed. Like we had a storm come in a couple days ago that dropped the temperature 20 degrees, and then we had another one come in and it dropped again. And yesterday I was like, "Oh, I can handle being outside in like a warm blanket." Today is just today is just a little too cold for me. Um, but yeah, come to my house next. Good morning, Laura. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so we can get started on our first sprint so we can all get that first stuff out of the way. And I found this ambiance that actually matches what it looks like outside today. Not so much on the trees changing color. Ours are just started, but how is it like the 7th of October? I just Y'all, it's like I go to bed, I wake up, and 3 days went by, and it's just all a blur, and I know, like, they say the older you get, the faster it goes, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fall asleep and wake up, and I'm gonna be, like, 60," you know? It's just wild, so I'm living for, like, calmer days and giving myself those days to just slow down. And I think my weekends are going to do that. And I'm going to do that with sprints and focusing on things like I feel like doing instead of work, 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 work. So setting up boundaries. So let's get started on our first sprint. We'll do a longer one so we can all just get stuff knocked out. So let's go to the top of the hour and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Mm, Maybe. Hang on. Welcome back. How did everybody do? I got a couple chapters done, but the chapters of this book are kind of weird. Um, some of them are like super long and then they'll be really short ones. So I don't know how many pages I got actually read, but I'm really liking it. It's so you would have to like horror to like this book, because it's pretty like gory and creepy, but at the same time it's really quirky. Um, Basically it's about like this woman who lives in this haunted house and she's just learned to deal with it, but there's some crazy things going on and mysteries going on and things with her husband that you're trying to figure out, and her daughter comes to visit, and I really like it. So if you like horror, with like a twisted humor, I'm really liking The September House, by Carissa Orlando. Um, it's funny, and it kind of reminds me, which last night Matt and I watched the new Haunted Mansion, which is on Disney Plus, uh, which is rated PG-13. Because we watched it, I was like, they did had like light swearing. I think they swore once. Um, and then there's like alcohol and just like some parts are pretty creepy. And it just dealt with, like, more, like, adult type things, I felt like, and I was like, "What is this rated?" And it's PG-13, but the humor I thought was epic. I loved the humor in it. I do think I like it better than the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion, because I felt like this one was more true to the ride. Especially after have gone to Disneyland and going on that Haunted Mansion. When I was there, it was actually The Nightmare Before Christmas, like, themed, but going to, like, Disney World and Disneyland and going on Haunted Mansion rides, I really liked the second movie because of all the things that they just, like, tied in. It was really funny, I recommend it if you like that kinda stuff. Um Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. Hi. I'm working, but thought I would jump in to say hi real quick. Hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Um, Sorry that you're having to work. I should be working, but I need a chill weekend. I'm about halfway done with my cleaning and got a chapter done in Fourth Wing. Katie. How far are you into it? Are you liking it? I need to know all the thoughts. I can't wait. If you don't know, um, I co-host a book club called Tales of Starlight Book Club, and every other month we do a pick. It's a fantasy-based book club, and next month for November we're doing Iron Flame, which is the second to Fourth Wing. If you don't know. Highly recommend Fourth Wing if you like dragons and fantasy and, like, romance, and I love it. I hope you're liking it, Katie. Got some Christmas gingerbread men designed for ready for November. Ah, yes. I am all about gingerbread things. I know that's what I was wanting to do too. I am so torn. Okay, this has been such a, like, a weird season for me. Like, spooky season is my season. I mean, obviously, I'm an October baby. I love spooky things. I love witchy things, but I just feel like I didn't get to enjoy this season this year. There's just so many things going on, and it's been like one of the most hectic years of my life. So I feel like I haven't gotten to enjoy fall, and I know it's still like beginning of October, but my Walmart the end of September had full Christmas stuff. Like, our garden center was like, "No, we're not doing any fall stuff. It's 100% Christmas ready to go in September. And so I just feel like and then as a creator, I already had to do Christmas stuff for I would do contract work with Auntie Tay, and I already had to do Christmas stuff, and honestly a lot of my stuff that's out right now is Christmas things. And it's hard, and I think that's why I'm struggling this year is because I want to, like, be in the moment, but for our jobs, like, we can't be in the moment, we have to be ahead of it. So, this year, I'm like I didn't even get all of my, autumn stuff out, and I'm, like I'm already feeling ready to, like, switch over to Christmas because 'cause I'm like, "I already have it out, I might as well get a jump on it," you know? It's just weird, but I am a gingerbread gal. So I can't wait to see your designs, Jess. Hey, April, thanks for joining. April is my co-host for Tales of Starlight Book Club. One thing to keep me in the Halloween mood is I am co-hosting a challenge on Instagram on Asparka Sam with DIY Melissa and 99 Art Designs Jess. We're doing a DIY Halloween challenge, and every week we have a different theme. And this week has been skeletons and skulls, which I am obsessed with my little Dollar Tree skellies they made. I am obsessed with them. And then actually 2 years ago today, I made this is a Dollar Tree skull I spray painted and then added bling. I'm obsessed. I do want to make another one, but I didn't get it spray painted. Um, so we'll see if I get it done in time, but this is one of my favorite things I've done, and I can't believe it's 2 years ago that I made this. And it's held up pretty well. It scratched the paint a little bit on the bottom, but I could always touch that up. Um, so it's called Spark of Halloween DIY. If you're crafty or you like to do any like little DIY things, yeah, it's skulls, skeletons this week. You have to have your entry post reels or post and tag us and all that stuff. If you follow DIY Melissa on Instagram, she has all like the rules, but Sunday tomorrow at 11 p.m. EST, if you get all your skeletons and skull projects in, you're entered to win 3 gift cards. So we're each donating a $25 gift card to a different crafting place. So it's Joanne's, Hobby Lobby, and Michael's. So it's just fun and trying to keep us motivated and present. And I have a whole pile of Halloween stuff that I still need to finish DIYing. um, so it's been fun, and that's been keeping me, like, from staying in the moment before I switch over. But design-wise, yeah, I'm already thinking Christmas too. Hey, Penny, good morning from Chile. That's Minnesota, right? Montana. I am, like, blanking. Made some planner stickers trying to print a project and Printmate struggling. Thanks for the movie idea. Yeah, um, wow, I'm, like, struggling now on states, but, I feel like it's, like, 8 a.m. and it's not, it's noon here. My sleep schedule so, like I said, Matt is still sleeping. Matt's been working nights, so he's been home during the day, and then, like, one night, I stayed up with him till 2 a.m., and I still have to wake up with the animals, which they like to wake up at 5 a.m. because that's normally when Matt leaves. So my schedule's been like hecka messed up this week. And the one cool thing I noticed about like not only do they have the new Haunted Mansion movie up, they also have Haunted Mansion like ambiances on Disney. Um the one was pretty noisy for my taste, but I thought it was, like, really fun, and honestly, like, the Haunted Mansion ambiances would be really good for this book if you like a little bit more noisier stuff. I didn't look at all of them, but they had a couple. I thought that was so cool. I know it's super challenging to keep going ahead of the actual season. I still need to watch Haunted Mansion. I liked it. I thought the humor was hilarious. Oh, also, like, I love Owen Wilson. I think he's great. I loved his character. Matt and I were dying. We're like, "We need to rewatch this because like, the one-liners from that movie were great. And all I could think of is, like, Owen Wilson's nose is, like, broken pretty bad. 13 years ago today, there's a lot of things that happened today apparently. I broke my nose. That's why I have this bump. Well, I've broken my nose twice by the same girl. She broke my nose 13 years ago in Powder Puff. I got punched in the face. I was angry. I did not fight back. But she hit me in the face and broke my nose and I couldn't play anymore. And then right after I had it, like, fixed, we were playing indoor soccer and she kicked the ball very, very hard to the point where it smacked me right in the face, took my feet out from under me, and broke my nose again. Just well, because it hadn't fully healed. So then I had to wear during soccer, one of the plastic masks that, like, come around and, like, cover your nose. If you ever watch, like, Rip Hamilton, is that his name? He used to play for Detroit Pistons, which he was actually my favorite basketball player, which then ironically, when I had to get a mask later on in life, I was like, "Oh, I'm just like Rip Hamilton." Yeah. So that happened 13 years ago today, but it made me think, like, Owen Wilson's had his nose broken so many times, like, it's crazy. Um, those are so adorbs. Yeah, I love skulls and I love skeletons, and then I like making them, like, creepy but pretty. That's definitely my Halloween vibe. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Alyssa. Hey, mom. Yeah, it's afternoon now. Still feels like morning. Addie and I are making the fairy skeletons for her fairy garden. She's so excited about it. Oh, I love it. Okay, and then I'm gonna move you guys real slow. So then I got this from Michael's, which is a skeleton on books with butterflies. Which butterflies are also my vibe, sorry. Um, which I actually added this, which it matches my decor right now. I made this, with sublimation, with Tech Wrap sublimation paper. I'm actually a Tech Wrap affiliate. I don't know if, like, you guys use any Tech Wrap HTV or vinyl or whatever, but if you use code SPARK, you get, money saved off. And I designed this, like, I drew this on Procreate, and then I put it on a pillow, and I love butterflies. I love butterflies and skulls and, like, yeah, creepy pretty things. But I love how this turned out. I did it on, like, a minky fabric, and it is so soft and so snuggly. Um, I think I need to make more and design more. Um, but hint, hint, that might be something to look out for. Yeah, we can't wait, Katie. Minnesota. Okay, I thought it was Minnesota, but then I was like, "What's Montana?" You're another Midwest girly. Even though Minnesota seems so far away because we got Lake Michigan and then Wisconsin and then Minnesota. But yeah, the temperature's definitely changed. Loved it. Yes, he is great. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I thought that was fun too because Matt had no idea going into the movie who was in it. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, and they're in it, and they're in it, and they're in it." And he was busting a gut. Um, Love, love, love. Yeah, so Melissa, did you end up watching it last night too? I loved it. What did you guys think? I thought it was so funny and quirky and weird, but, like, also, like, talked about some deep stuff, was sad, uh, but I thought it was really fun. But anyway, I just like I'm in the spooky season, but it's really hard. Well, and then so my TBR for spooky season or just fall vibes is like a mile long, and then my holiday books, I think I have like 2. And I think that's why I'm kinda like, "Ugh, this is frustrating that everyone is starting to, like, switch over," um, because I have so many books I wanna read. I just want it to be spooky season longer. I feel like people get mad when you start in August, but it's like, you have to. Like, it just goes by so quick, you know? The new Haunted Mansion, uh, so it's on Disney Plus now. I think it's just called The Haunted Mansion, like the same as before, but yeah, it's got Danny DeVito and Jamie Lee Curtis, Owen Wilson, and on the whole cast is so good. I thought it was hilarious. Yes, I wanna rewatch it too. I was on Reese's date. Yeah, Reese had a she had her, I was gonna say man friend, but I feel like he's too young. I know, like, a s he's older, but they're still young, so I her so I guess it's a boyfriend. Boy, are they official? Hopefully she's not on here and like, "Stop." We watched it last night, I loved it, it completely reminded me of the ride. Yeah, and, like, I love the Eddie Murphy version of the Haunted Mansion, but then when I went on the ride, I was just kind of, like, lost at why they did certain things. I felt like they didn't include as much. And then for this one, it was like, the stretching room, like the never ending, like all the little details that you see in the ride were in this movie. I loved it. I think. Okay. Gotta put a tight label on it. I was gonna say what's the word? Gotta put a label on it. Um But yeah, so I highly recommend the new Haunted Mansion if you like that kind of stuff. I thought it was funny. I don't think it's rated PG-13. It's definitely not for little kids, unless they really like spooky stuff. Because honestly, I feel like when kids are a certain age, things just go over their head. They don't get it. I I used to watch Shrek all the time with my little brother Alex. He's 10 years younger than me, and that was, like, his favorite movie, and even though I was 10 years older than him, there was some stuff that I still watch now, and I'm like, "I did not understand what that meant." So many, many details in it. Yeah, and I I'm a detail girl. I love all, like, the hidden things and making it more impactful, so I really liked it. I thought it was really good. There was mystery and quirkiness and scary and all the things that I just love in not like a true horror movie, definitely a kid-friendly scary movie, which well, teenage, which is definitely like the mood I've been going for. Real quick, I guess I could talk about these later, but these were my book of the month picks. Which I can't remember who had said that they were gonna read The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak Magic. I cannot wait. Everyone says this is like practical magic mixed with Gilmore Girls vibes. I cannot wait to read this. But then I ended up getting Starling House, and book of the month does like if you like this, then read this kind of thing, like, or if you watch this, then this is your book pick. And I had already picked my book. They said if you liked The Haunting of Bly Manor, or is it The Haunting of Bly Manor or just Bly Manor, whatever, on Netflix, to pick this book. I love The Haunting of Hill House. I love Bly Manor. I love all of that. I didn't like, what was it, The Mass? I didn't like that one as much. To me, I like haunted houses. Um, and so I'm excited for this one, which is supposed to be about a haunted house, which I'm reading The September House. And then I have like a lot of cute witchy romance books I want to read, like What You're Gonna Do and Small Town Big Magic. So I feel like I have a good balance of scary, creepy mixed in with like cutesy romance. Yeah, then I have like The Coven. And some of these I just like saw on TikTok or I've seen other people recommend and I got them. So I don't really even know what the synopsis is. So but I heard great things. Like this book has so much hype, and then a couple of the people I follow have said they liked it. So like I said, spooky season needs to just slow down a little bit. I need it a little bit longer. I have a lot of books and I have not been reading fast at all. So I think I am going to read this next sprint again because I am liking my book. I got the audiobook this morning of The Witching Hour, which is 50 hours long. So, yeah, I don't know. I just needed something. I wanted more spooky audiobooks. And I have All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. So if you're a crime junkie podcast listener, she has a book that's like a mystery type thriller. I have the book and I've read it and I liked it and the audiobook was available. So I started listening to it, but I just got The Witching Hour. So I might do that by Anne Rice. It sounds good. It's like New Orleans, spooky. I want to go to New Orleans so bad. That's on my bucket list. Salem and New Orleans. Give me all the spooky vibes. I'm here for it. I might need to read that first book. Is it an audiobook? I mean, I think it would be, but I'm guessing the wait is going to be super long. However, I don't know. It really depends because Belladonna is a very popular book right now, and I decided not to buy the book because I want the pretty edition, and they don't have it on Amazon, and I haven't been able to get to Barnes and Noble, and I'm just trying to be good on all my book spending. Um, and that just came available to me today, and I'm like, I don't have time. I actually had to like push it back, but for some reason I'm lagging. Love the pillow. I hope it's not my internet, and I hope it's your internet, Mom. My mom has horrible internet, but mine has been so glitchy lately. Ooh, I needed to listen to that. I love true crime. Yeah, and, like, I don't know if you listen to any of Ashley Flowers' stuff, Melissa, any of her podcasts. I love Ashley Flowers. And it's a good, like, thriller book. It's not based on a true story, but I thought it was good. There's lots of twists in it. More like The Witching Too Many Hours. Yeah, I hope I like it. I haven't listened to an audiobook that long before, so I'd rather listen to it than read it though. Um, okay, I might just need to get the book. Well, someone says Gilmore Girls, my expectations are high. I'm usually disappointed, so we'll see. It's on my TBR list. Yeah, I don't and like they said vibes, so I'm guessing it's like small town, like quaint, quirky type thing. Um, I would read the synopsis, but I'm already talking so much. Yeah, and I just started rewatching Gilmore Girls. I feel like this is the season. Just like start watching Gilmore Girls, rewatching it. So it's hard because Matt has been watching it too, and he has not gotten through all of it. And then once he stops, he'll restart from the beginning. And I'm like, no, just get through it. But he's busy. Maybe in the winter he'll do it more. And okay, well, I'm going to put these away. We can sprint now that I chatted quite a bit. We'll go to the top of the hour. We'll do a little bit short, quick one. So hopefully, if you guys are working on anything, you can finish it up and then we'll come back and chit chat. Hello. That one went a little quicker. It was shorter. So, how did everybody do for that sprint? I got a couple more chapters. I just finished a chapter, which I was like, "Oh gosh, it's gonna be close." And I finished the chapter. I'm not even halfway yet, but I'm really liking it. It's really like suspenseful and quirky and very I just had a gory part. Um, with books, it doesn't bother me. Like movies, I don't like a lot of gore. Um, but I like in books, it doesn't bother me. I don't know why, because it's like you're not looking at it, you're visualizing it, and it's not as gross for me anyway. Yeah, so I'm getting there. I was really hoping to finish this yesterday for the book discussion, but I just haven't been able to focus. Mm, my husband's awake. Oh, poor dude. He does not do well with his schedule changing so drastically, but he is a good sleeper. I am not a good sleeper. Um, I just don't sleep, and I'll run in like 4 or 5 hours, and it's not fun. I've been wanting to watch Gilmore Girls with my daughter for the first time. Finally, she is watching it with me. Wait, okay. Is it your daughter's first time watching it or like your first time watching it? Is it your daughter's first time watching it, Missy, or is it your first time watching it ever and you're doing it with your daughter? I need to know. I'm in and out today because of a migraine. I'm listening to Harry Potter Goblet of Fire. Harry is just about to take the egg to the bath. I love all the details in this book. I'm definitely in Harry Potter um vibes and mood lately since I just finished it and officially am going and have tickets booked for Universal's Halloween or horror Halloween Nights of Horror. What is it? Why can I not think of it now? I swear everything that I know just like poof from my brain when I'm on sprints. But we're gonna go and I'm so excited. I want to see the Death Eaters and I've never been at Universal at night. We normally stay during the day and then leave and do something else at night. And I'm excited to actually like get to go at night and get all the haunted houses, which I saw that there's a clown haunted house, and Matt loves haunted houses, like, that's, like, what we would do, a lot when we first started dating, is we would go to haunted houses every, um, October, and we would just go to small ones, but then, like, one year for my birthday, he took me to Jackson's Underworld, which is a huge, like, warehouse, multi-level one. It was so fun. However, I saw that they have, like, a clown haunted house at Universal, and Matt doesn't do clowns. Terrified. Absolutely terrified of them. And I'm like, "Yes, we'll do that one. It'll scare you." And he's like, "I am not going there unless you want us to get kicked out for me accidentally punching somebody." So, yeah, I'm sorry you're dealing with a migraine, April. I swear, like, spring and fall for me, um, you might, like, notice me, like, flipping my phone around. It's because like, my light will hit it, and I feel like I'm could get a migraine, so it sucks, but I hope that everything is, like, getting better because it's not fun. Yeah, hugs to April. My daughter's first time. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, I think you have said before that you like Gilmore Girls. Yes, we hope you feel better. Migraines are not fun. They're no joke, and that's like my thing right now. I have to be so careful to not get them. And April's been dealing with one for a hot minute, and that is the worst. Then I feel like the recovery time is so hard. Um, I actually went a really long time without having a migraine, like 6 months, and then I had like the worst one I had. in years, but I have not had one in, like, a month or 2, but I feel for you because 'cause they're not fun at all. So did you guys get a lot done during that sprint? Oh, what else I was gonna say? So I just finished the Harry Potter, series, and I've never read fan fiction before, but I really wanna read what's it called? Manacled? What's it called? I should know. The fan fiction of Hermione and Draco, like, love story. I I am an enemies to lovers girl, like, that is my trope. I am obsessed with enemies to lovers. I don't like Ron. I don't like him in the movies, I don't like him in the books, and it's not that, like, I just, like, dislike him altogether. I think Hermione is so much better than Ron, and I get, like, the relationship forms and all this stuff, and it's better towards the end. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm all about, like, Draco having, like, a redemption, and so I heard, like, that's the fan fiction to get into. I don't know, I could be crazy. There's a lot of people that like it. I have no idea. Part of me wants to read that before I go to Universal. I'm excited because I designed a fun little graphic for me and Matt and my sisters and mother-in-law sister-in-laws and mother-in-law. Um, and I'm excited for it. I saw someone else had a design, similar to it, but I made it mine a little bit fancier, and I have a couple accessories I'm making for everybody, so, uh, I'm really excited to go to Universal with them because my husband is blonde, he was like a little tow-headed child, his mom is blonde, and both his sisters are blonde, and then they, like obviously, like, I am a dirty dark blonde, and then I haven't obviously gotten my hair done in a hot minute, which because 'cause I'm trying to grow out my natural color. They're all Slytherins, all of them. The little family of Slytherins, blonde Slytherins. So, I'm a Hufflepuff, and I just think it's gonna be like I have, like, some ideas for stuff, and I hope they're up for it. Cause yeah, I'm just excited because I think it's so funny that they're all Slytherins, which I was like, "It makes sense, y'all are little sassy blondes, so it fits." Um, sorry, yeah, April needs all the love because migraines are no fun. I'm having a migraine watching this game. Who are they playing? This is where Melissa and I have very different tastes in football. Uh, but try being a Michigan State fan this year. Um, that's why I'm thankful for my Lions are actually doing good for, once ever. Maryland. Ohio State is losing to Maryland 10-0 right now. What is happening? I would be upset too. However, okay, so if you guys are Buckeye fans, sorry. Melissa and I just like to poke fun at each other, and she loves her Buckeyes, as I feel like most Ohioans do. Um, Melissa makes some really cute, themed, uh, Ohio and Ohio State merch, and she's gonna be doing a couple of vendor events in Ohio, even though because that's where she's from, but she has a lot of cute stuff. So check out Melissa, and her Ohio stuff is Sweet Buttercup Shop, SHOPPE. And she does have really cute stuff. if I liked Ohio State, I would get it. I love when they make the bad guys good for a weekend. Yes. I love the Taylor Swift reference. Yeah, I I'm so is are you liking Fourth Wing? Katie? Because yes. I love enemies to lovers. I just there's something about it that just makes my heart happy. I don't know why. Yeah, Maryland. I'm sorry. You'll probably beat Michigan State later on. If that makes you feel better. OU is beating Texas up by 3. I'm thankful that I have a bye weekend and I don't have to go through any pain or torture. If you don't know, Michigan State does not have a head coach. I mean, technically we do, but it's not a head coach. Our lovely head coach, who is paid way too much money, decided to get involved in a scandal and which is stupid. And yeah, he is stupid, and he was getting paid way too much money to lose a lot of football games and to not hold his football players accountable. And I did not like him after the way like our team has changed ethics wise. I was not impressed. And then he's getting paid a ton of money, and then he was involved in a scandal, so I was like, bye. Bye. So I am just over it. And so obviously now Michigan State is the worst they've like ever been. And I don't see it getting better in the foreseeable future. So it's just hard to watch. Um, and then I used to root for Utah because Matt had a cousin who played for Utah. He graduated. So now I really don't have like anyone well, my little brother goes to U of M. That's my rival. I can't root for U of M. If I have kids one day and they go to U of M, I would support it then. But for my little brother, I like to keep that rivalry up, gotta keep him humble. I am loving Fourth Wing. I'm gonna re-listen to it sometime this month, once I get through my 50-hour audiobook apparently. I am gonna listen to it because it's on Scribd, if you guys have Scribd, before, Iron Flame comes out, because I just wanna be inspired, I wanna hear all the things again. I would reread it again, but like I said, my TBR is so long. I definitely think it's one that I'll reread, like, every year or, you know, try to at least. It's definitely a new fave, and I have no idea how the series is gonna go for 5 books. It's slow going because I keep re-listening to every chapter because it's so much to process, it's so good. Okay, that's how when I was reading it, so many people were like, "Oh my gosh, I read it in 2 days." And I'm like, "How?" My brain can't process that. I am the slowest fantasy reader because I want to make sure I know every detail before I go on, and I definitely felt like there was so much to process in that book, but I loved it. I loved all of it, but it was like, you can't just, like, skim through a page. You have to, like, fully understand, and when it's, like, a busy season of life, it's hard to focus on that, but it's a lot. Thanks for the shout out. Of course. We just got an interception with the touchdown. Feeling better. 7:19. Oh yeah, I turned my internet off on my phone because I was starting to glitch. So, oh, it says 10 to 7. Yep. Okay, I see. I was like, wow, that was a lot of points in a short amount of time. Yeah, that's a lot better, but that's crazy. That I can't believe they're down that much at all. But yeah. So we can get started on another sprint here. I am going to keep reading I don't know, normally I, like, start, like, wanting to do other stuff. Matt's up now, so I'll probably go check on him. I'll go check on my dog, Branson. That's why I keep getting up. That and I've been filling up on coffee. I normally don't drink coffee in the afternoon, but I'm tired. You can see the bags under my eyes. I'm tired today. But my dog Branson, my sweet golden, he had surgery on Thursday and he had a mass removal. We're praying it's not cancer. They don't think it is based on just like what it looked like. But he had surgery this week and I am so terrified he's going to rip out his stitches because so we can't put a cone on him because it's like above his shoulder blades on his neck. So it's too low for a cone and too high. Like we have a t-shirt on him and most of the time it's covered, but sometimes it like kind of falls down and I'm so worried he's going to scratch it. And I thought like cuz his spot was like I don't know, it was pretty big. It was probably the size of a like quarter half dollar. Like it was pretty big, but his incision mark is, I kid you not, like this long. And he got, I think, 8 stitches, maybe more. Um, and I wasn't expecting it to be that big. I thought it was gonna be like that big. So it is a big incision. He's handling it really well, but he can't do stairs, which this room is in my basement, and normally Matt has like his video games and plays and all that stuff downstairs. Um, we can't have him down here. He can't run. I'm really worried. He likes to like roll on his back and do all that, and we have to be very careful with him. So I keep checking on him, and he is like the drugs have been really kind of making him sleepy. But yeah, he just had surgery on Thursday. So poor pup. I keep just I'm okay with him being lazy and tired right now. I hope he doesn't get excited anytime soon because he can't do anything for 2 weeks. No playing and running and stairs. It's hard, but I keep checking on him when I have the chance. Um, you were trying to make the game go by faster. Is that your prediction, Melissa, the 7 to 19? No, we'll get started on sprints. I'm gonna go check on my pup real quick, and I'll see you guys. Oh, hang on. I'll see you guys in a second after I read this. Chloe had surgery on her belly, and we had to put a shirt on her that we got from the vet. It was made for post surgery. It helped a lot. Yeah, unfortunately, our vet, like, they're like, "Oh, yeah, just a t-shirt," but Chloe, she's a dachshund, isn't she? Or she's smaller. Branson's a big boy. I mean, he's 70 pounds, which doesn't seem like a lot, but he's just, like, tall and long, and he's golden, and they're like, "Just put a t-shirt on him." I'm sure there's, like, even, like, the Thunder type shirts, but they wanted it to be able to breathe a certain amount. They just were worried about him, like, scratching it, and that was what we were having problems with, is, like, he had this mass, and they're like, "Oh, we think it's just a fatty tumor," and then all of a sudden, he scratched it with his foot, and then it got not good. Um, yes, Dachshund. Yeah, she's a cute little thing. So when he was having issues before he had surgery, I actually just ripped fabric and, like, put gauze on it and, like, wrapped it, like, made an X around it, and that helps, but they said they don't want us to, like, cover it too much, so they wanted, like, like, a t-shirt, but it keeps, like, falling down just past where it needs to be, so I'm just really paranoid. Ugh, it's great. None of my dogs have had, like, well, I take that back. I have never had issues with my dogs until the past couple of years, and now they're all getting older. We did have an incident when my mom watched my dog Graham where he ate an entire leash like spaghetti. My mom and my littlest brother, Alex, that's the one that's 10 years younger than me. Alex was letting Graham outside to the bathroom on his leash when they were watching him when I was doing my senior year in college and I had finals and everything. So they took him to watch. And Alex let go of the leash, and Graham literally slurped it down like spaghetti, gnawed it off on what was attached to him, and it eventually came out the other end. But unfortunately, my mom had to assist. But like, okay, and then I had an incident with Graham that he ate one of Branson's soft toys when he was when Branson was a puppy. Branson likes soft toys. Like we buy him a pillow and he like sucks on it, like he nurses on it. Apparently his whole litter does it. It's weird. It's like a comfort thing, but Branson likes soft toys, and for Leader Dog for the Blind, you can't really have a lot of soft toys. There's like very particular things that they can have. Well, Branson had this one toy that he loved and Graham ate it and he didn't eat for like 3 days, which Graham's whole life revolves around food in every way, shape, and form. So when he ate this piece of the toy, um, it we were worried he was gonna have surgery. Thankfully, he didn't have surgery, but he did cost me $500 to just have it come out at the vet. I was like, "Thanks, dog." I was so worried though. And that's like really like the only instances I've had with my dogs. I was really, really blessed to have like healthy, happy dogs. And then Tucker, once he was 14, he started having issues. And then a lot of you guys know I had to put him down a couple months ago. And that was very hard for me because that was my soul dog. And I've had him half my life. It's a big deal when you have a dog for 15 years and you're only 30. And now for Graham is turning 10 this month in 2 weeks. Graham has the same birthday as me, so it's Sam and Graham. Which I'm very emotional about because I'm like, how is he 10? How is this possible? And then Branson having surgery and all this. I'm like, "Ugh, y'all need to stop." My cat, um, my cat we adopted from my mother-in-law way back when, and she had her for like a year, and then she had rescued her from, or she had taken her from someone else who was having issues with her, and then they had like picked her up on the side of the street. We thought like our cat was like 13. We were trying to figure out how old she is. We're like, oh, she's like 13. And then we were just talking to my mother-in-law the other day, and she might actually be closer to 15. And I'm like, all my animals are just getting so old and having issues, and it's hard. But I'm gonna love them up while I can, as much as I can, and they're just gonna eventually live forever. Ah, did I show this? That was horrible when it happened, Mom. She didn't tell me either because she was late to my graduation. Well, she wasn't late to my graduation, but I wanted to get pictures. We were gonna go out to eat, like, beforehand, and she got there late, and she did not tell me because my dog was very, very sick. She's like, "I didn't wanna make you stressed," which I appreciate, but I also was very unimpressed. Ugh, it's good stuff. Okay, we're gonna sprint. We'll sprint to the top of the hour again. I don't know, I just like this system. And then so we'll probably do this sprint and then one more. And I think I'm gonna visit my grandma today if she's feeling okay. Because I've been wanting to go visit her lately, and I didn't have a chance earlier in the week with Branson's surgery and everything. So we'll do this sprint and one more. And yeah, so see you guys in a bit. Welcome back. That was a wild sprint. So I went upstairs to check on Matt and, I was hoping I didn't keep him awake since he was sleeping when I started sprints. And he said no, that he slept great and he was making breakfast cuz for him it's morning, which I'll eat breakfast any time of day. It's my favorite type of food. Um And we're eating and just, like, catching each other up on different things, and all of a sudden, we're looking outside, we're like, "Wow, it's really windy," and we have, like, a straight north wind, and boom, out of nowhere, lights go out, everything turns off. And I was like, "Oh, no." And then, like, instantly, like, they went off, came back on, but then the internet wasn't coming back on because you know how, like, it has to, like, turn back on and everything, and I don't know, we had to reset it. So, thanks for still being here. That was stressful, but now I know what happens when you have to completely shut everything down and reset it, and you can still come back. So, good to know. Glad that we actually still have power. I guess, like, a good chunk of the town doesn't, and then I got a text message saying that, we don't have, like, most of the town doesn't have power, and then the internet is out in a lot of the area, so I'm glad I'm back. Hopefully, it's not super glitchy, um, and is working, but now I'm kinda worried. I mean, it's windy, but it doesn't seem, like, horribly crazy. It was wild. Did you guys get a lot done? Were you like, "What the heck?" I'm glad I'm glad it, wasn't too horrible, and I appreciate April for filling you guys in. I know that was a thing too, like, so I don't get great service at my house, like, it's a hit or miss, and it was, like, 1 bar, and I'm, like, trying to text people, like, "My internet's out, I can't get back," all that kinda stuff, and it wasn't, like, sending, and then it sent, and then I was like, "Oh my gosh, can I get a hold of anybody?" But so thanks, April. I appreciate it. I'm back. Um, I don't know. Do you guys want to do one more sprint? I'm kind of worried now, but I normally go until like at least 3 o'clock. But what are you guys thinking? Is it worth the risk? Do we sprint one more time? Do we not? Do we call it a day? I am like so tired. This weather is really messing with my like head. I feel very congested. I feel like you can see it in my face that like there's just a lot of pressure. We got you, girl. Yeah, I appreciate it. I was worried I wasn't even gonna be able to send text messages because I had 0 service, and then I was like, "What do I do then?" And then it's still live. So I was like, "What what happens then?" So, that's a bummer because I felt like we were having fun chats and stuff. Also, the perks of pets, so Matt made us he just, like, made eggs and toast. And when we're, like, running around trying to, like, get everything, unhook it, reset it, our cat jumped on the table and ate Matt's food. She's such a brat. I thought, like, I heard him yelling. I thought he was yelling at, one of the dogs, and I was like, did, like, Graham get it? Did Branson?" He's like, "No, Mary Jane got it." And I'm like, "Oh, that little sassy girl." She's just been really bad lately, like, if you put anything down, she's just like, "Oh, let me have a little bite." So, many opinions on if we keep going or are you guys getting stuff done? Do we wanna try doing one more quick one? How about we do that and we sprint is 25 minutes enough, or is that do you guys want a little bit longer? I'm good either way. Yeah, I was not expecting that. Like I said, it's windy, but let's do a short one. I will have to leave and not do another sprint because I have to get ready for soccer. Yeah, so I feel like okay, I'm gonna just do a quick one. It'll be like 25-minute one. We'll come back at the 30-minute mark and then we'll call it a day. So, okay, quick one more sprint. Thank you guys for holding out. I really appreciate you being here. Wild. It's a blustery, what is it on Winnie the Pooh? Blustery day. There's like another word with it. I'm good also, had to refresh. Yeah. Have a great day. Thanks for joining, Melissa. I hope you have a good time at soccer. So let's do a quick one. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Welcome back. I know that was a quick one. I am like ready for a nap. The coffee did nothing apparently. And this weather, like it is just chilly and I just want to like get a nice warm blanket and take a nap. So I'm about halfway through my book now, which makes me happy. I'm hoping I can finish it at least by tomorrow. I really like it. There's just like so many little things that are starting to like you learn about, but then there's still so many things that you don't know about. So it's uh it's getting to be really good and I really like it. And now I feel like I'm catching up into everything. It's so nice out today. Well, at your place. That's yesterday was great. I had like my fuzzy blanket. I was out. We have a little swing in our backyard and I just like read out there for a little bit. It was really nice. You wish you had a hammock. You need to get one. We have because our tree, we have the coolest tree. Is it the reason we bought the house? No. Was it a big reason and an extra perk? Yes. So we have like one big tree and it has like the perfect branches that just like go out. So we have like a bunch of different type of swings for it. Like I have my like cute little macrame circle one and then we have like a hammock chair swing that goes in it. We haven't gotten that one out in a while now that we have Matt's grandparents gave us like a metal swing like with a stand and everything. So I really like that one. But you need to get a hammock, April. Enjoy that Tennessee weather. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great sprint. I'm sorry about my internet going out. That was wild. It's a blustery day here. It feels like fall, which is like perfect for comfort foods and watching football and reading. And yeah, I have like my scent warmers going and it's just like a great cozy day, but I'm ready for a nap. So, thanks for joining. I will see you guys next Saturday. I'm trying to think. I think, yeah, okay. I plan on doing sprints the next 2 Saturdays, but then the last Saturday in October is when I'll be going on my trip to Florida. So, hopefully I'll see you guys. My internet is really low right now. We will wait a hot second for it to get better, maybe. Love technology. Anyways, so I hope to see you guys next Saturday for sprints. Yeah, thanks for joining. Sorry that my internet's weird and it went out and power, whatever. I'm thankful we have power and have a relaxing Saturday. See you next week.